Are you ever in a season where you are seeking after the Lord and you're pursuing after him, and life is getting pretty hard, life is getting pretty tough, and you feel like Job, and you're crying out to the Lord, you're seeking after him, and you're pursuing after his ways, yet as you cry out and as you pursue after him, if I gotta be real, you feel like you're wondering, where is he, and where is his voice, and where is his presence? Let me encourage you. A lot of times we feel like that in our life, and it actually might be the case where it feels like God is silent and it feels like God is not there. But if we look into perspective, if you think about what was happening in Job's life, when Job was in that time of trial and that time of difficulty, when he cried out to the Lord was there, first of all. And second of all, there was myriads of angels, if you think about it, that were watching him. He was like the man that was in the football stadium, or the football main theme guy running with the touchdown football, and he was running his race and he was seeking after the Lord, and all the angels were watching. God was watching. The enemy, believe it or not, was watching. But it felt like in that moment Job was all alone. Sometimes you might feel all alone. Sometimes you might feel like you are lost in a place where you're wondering, is God there? Is his voice here for me? Is he going to answer my cry? Let me encourage you that he's not only just there, but he is with you in it all. So I just want to pray this prayer. If you're feeling like you're in a trial and you're feeling like you are calling out to the Lord and you're questioning, God, are you there? Let me encourage you, first of all, that he is there for you and that he wants to lead you and guide you. And that in the midst of the trial, he wants to fill you up with the joy, because the joy of the Lord, what I find is when you go through a trial and you go through a difficulty, as you begin to find yourself in that difficulty, when you bring it to the Lord, what happens is a lot of times we expect and we want all the trials to just go away and just to immediately dissipate into the air. But what ends up happening is he will fill you up with the fruit of the Spirit to overcome. And actually, believe it or not, he might have even given you that trial. Not given. Sometimes he gives, but sometimes he more like allows for it to happen so that he could teach you patience, or so that he could teach you endurance, or he could teach you the fruit of the Spirit, which is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And he has that for you. I once heard a quote and it said, well, I asked God for patience and he made me stand through an Apple CarPlay line for 40 minutes or whatever. Or I once asked for patience and he made me wait for my wife or my husband, whatever, to get back from home, whatever, for a whole 3 hours. And that's a fact right there, because we go through things in this life and a lot of times we want to just them all to just disappear and them all to just go. But what the Lord is doing is he's saying, this is your opportunity to be tried like gold. Do you want to be like gold? Do you want to be shining and silvery? Do you want to be something of value, something of honor and respect and of authority? You go through your trial and you know that God is with you. Let me pray for you today. God, I pray for every single person listening today. Lord, I thank you that your name is healing waters, God. Father, I pray for hearts that are weary. I pray for hearts that are hungry for more, God. And I pray that you would fill up the hungry, God. You say in your word that those who hope in the Lord, you shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not grow faint. You as well say that you satisfy the longing of the hungry, God. So I pray that our ears would begin to be satisfied with the sound of heaven, and that our eyes would begin to be satisfied with things of your Spirit, that we would begin to look to you. Father, you are king and you are authority and you rule above this world. And you came, Jesus, you came and you took the sin of the world on your shoulders and you said, come to me, all ye who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest for your souls. I pray rest in the land, rest and peace and patience, that it would go out like a mighty wave, like a mighty rushing wave. In Jesus' name. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful night. See you later.